Now, those have been kind of, a little bit of a distance where the person is not too close. What if you find yourself in a wrestling match or in some self-defense situations where somebody actually comes in and grabs you all the way? We have our use. So there are different ways of being grabbed. If somebody comes in, what we call a bear hug, they just go like this around you. If it happens to be without arms, so he comes in and he holds me up, and he's going to pick me up. How do I get out of this situation? That was just for a demo, so this works even if I was picked up or if I was not picked up. What I'm going to do is, as he's grabbing me, I'm going to take my hand, whatever I can get, especially his nose, the back of his head, I'm going to turn his head. Now, as I do this, if you notice the direction that I'm turning his head into, I'm also stepping back. So let's do that one more time. So from here, I'm going to turn his head. As I do, his foot steps back, and I let him down. So it's now, this is, if their head is really tight, you can get your hands in there. Or if you cannot get your hands in there, that's what you can do. If you can get your hands in there, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to change hands. I'm going to put this guy against his chin, this guy behind his head, and I'm going to do the spin one more time. And I'm going to step back, again, in the same direction that his head is turning into. This does not take too much pressure to turn with your whole body. It takes very little bit, and you can cause a lot of harm, or most likely the person will let go, and you can try to escape. The other is, let's say they do come and give you a bear hug, but they got both your arms in. Give me a bear hug, dude. Good. So from here, we can always do the other things we learned this earlier tonight. Pinch. You can pinch. I didn't talk about this earlier. Plums, as we were talking about, 80% of violent crime are perpetrated by males. Most males have plums as part of the anatomy. There are, I use that word because it's the same consistency. It does not take much pressure to use that. Get them in, and then you can actually cause a lot of pain. Anyway, sorry, go back. So
that's our politically correctness for the evening. Yeah. We're all filling in the blanks, okay?
Yes.
It's working now.
Yes. So you can use, pinches. You can do plum. You can actually even knee here, and the knee is really painful. What I'm going to do is teach you or demonstrate a certain technique where I'm going to take my hands, put them against his hips, in the front of his hips. As I do, I'm going to step back. That causes that arm to break. And even if it doesn't, so actually a little bit tighter. So as I do, even if it doesn't break, I'm going to keep stepping back. And that allows me to lower myself. Same time, I'm going to keep my hands here. I'm going to grab his pants, pull him in as I slide through underneath, push him off and go. Uh-oh, yes.
Does it work the same if he grabs you from behind?
Down this all.
That is a really good question.
Down
In
this
fact,
way and then up.
you have an answer for that?
Yes, I do. We're gonna demonstrate this right now.
Sure.
So, with hands or with no hands, it's pretty much the same concept. We're gonna do it without hands. So,
Without hands.
with hands, sorry. So I have nowhere to go. So I'm gonna create some space. Bring my shoulders forward, I create space. And I put my leg here, and from here, I know you guys can't see right there. But you grab,
It's okay, you can do different directions.
yes. You grab from the front, one arm, or both, whichever you guys feel more comfortable with. As long as your hip are nearby each other, and your chest, it's below their chest line, you can completely pick them up.
Whoa.
And they're gone. Okay, I want to do it this
My husband and I do that every morning. We have a nice run.
I wish we had a door prize.
He's a purse. Next time you have a question, ask her.
again. Let's do it again.
Yeah,
I want to see it again.
Either way works. So this is a little more on the life speed side. So this is, I'm actually going to hold him a little tight. He's actually going to grab me and toss me back. I do have a good friend that's going to keep an eye on me, so don't worry about it.
Same thing. So, on your round.
Okay, I got a big question
Yes.
because you're a big guy. If you did that, there's no way I can pick you up and knock you on your ass. Sorry.
Straight.
Don't try
We'll
it,
do it forever.
Suzanne.
You want with or without arms? Without arms. So
Because
so
you're
you
gonna
can
get
do
expecting.
Yeah.
no without arms. Oh, you said without. Okay, so
Yeah.
good. Good, Robert.
Yeah, get
Grab
her
her
all,
arms.
there you go, get
Yeah.
her all
Oh,
the way
yeah,
in there,
yes.
deer hug, yes, just like that.
Yeah, drop him. Drop him.
So you didn't pick him up, you just.
You just
threw him off, knocked him off balance and.
As long as your hips are touching each other on your chest line, it's below their chest line, no matter the way it is, you will be able to pick them up.
Okay. All right.
Go
You
do
can
it.
do it.
You want to throw somebody?
Come on, Suzanne.
Okay,
I'll start. It's up to you. Robert, you
You want
want
to do a slow motion first?
yeah,
Okay, do it to me so I can show you that you do it.
okay.
So you can forward. Here. This is the main point right here. Your hip and my hip are together. So. There.
Okay,
Ready?
Yeah, right.
wait.
Yeah.
Hold me tight, come on. I know this guy's not gonna be
She's
going.
supposed to be scared.
All right, so now what? I grab you?
One or both, yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
All right.
Just pick me up.
Feel strong?
She's been a very good sport. All right, with Suzanne.
You have hands-on experience. We were not planning to teach this. And but one of the basic concepts, as he was explaining, is the cross step behind. So I'm actually going to use this next. So you actually step back behind them, and it's not even the picking up of the legs you can, which helps them fly off. What you want to do is take their place. So you're using the center of gravity from the bar user. So he's going to go in front of the front. All right. All I'm going to do is I'm going to step behind, and if you notice, it's the cross step behind, but this time I can't step straight. I actually have to sneak my foot back there. I'm going to go in.
So it's your inside leg.
Yes. And all of a sudden, this leg's right behind him. All I have to do is turn that way, and he's already off. It's not about
Right, you
picking.
knocked him off balance.
Yes.
Cool.
And actually, let's scoot back just a bit, sir, all the way to the mat.
See, they're so nice to each other.
So, what happened? I saw him there. So what's going to happen is I'm going to step back underneath. I am so low, I'm actually about his belly button level. At this point, all I have to do is turn in that direction. He's already gone. I did not even use my hands. I did not do any lifting. That's all it takes. This is not about power. This is not about strength. Almost every single technique we've gone over is manipulation of the joints or using momentum or something of that nature. It's not about you have to be strong or anything of that nature. Anybody can do these moves. A good question.